A general manager has not frustrated me this much in quite some time. We have today new details on what the White Sox are asking for Dylan Cease, and it is a continued embarrassment in terms of Chris Getz and his philosophy and his thinking towards a Dylan Cease trade. He's basically going out there, White Sox fans and anyone that's been involved, the Reds, the Braves, the Orioles, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the list goes on, the Red Sox, the list goes on and on. He's basically putting forth a request that cannot be accepted. And you get to a point where you have to start to say, all right, he's self-sabotaging a potential deal. Sabotaging himself, sabotaging the team, sabotaging the fan base. Look, White Sox fans, I want your team to get better. Let me be clear. I'm not coming for your team. I don't want your team to be trashed. I don't want you to get a bad return. I want you to get a good return that can help the team get better starting now. That is what I want. And that is what I believe has been on the table already. But Chris Getz keeps asking for more. More for a pitcher feeling like, well, I'll just wait to the trade deadline. Okay, yeah, as soon as you drive a car off the lot, what happens? The value, it starts to depreciate. Chris Getz, message to you, my friend, as soon as Dylan Cease throws a pitch in 2024 for the Chicago White Sox, his value will start to depreciate because, look, he's not going to be better than he was 2 years ago. The only way you're going to get what you're asking for is if he is better than he was in 2022. And that's not going to happen because people, spend a minute. Go look at his baseball savant. Yes, you will find some items there that make you think, oh, this guy's a elite pitcher. But if you look closely, you're going to find the elements that should make you worried. Worried that 2022 might be an outlier. Worried that 2021 may be more of what you get from Dylan Cease. Now, 2021 was not bad, but it was a high 3 ERA. That's what I think you're going to get from Dylan Cease in 2024. And if that happens, the offers that are on the table right now are probably going to be removed by opposing front office executives that are trying to get Dylan Cease right now. Here it is from the USA Today, Bob Nightengale's article this morning. The Chicago White Sox asking price for Dylan Cease remains awfully strong. Now, these guys, USA Today, New York Post, ESPN, MLB Network, they have to be careful not to burn bridges. So when they word things, they have to word them in a manner that is somewhat respectful. I don't. I have no bridges. So let's rephrase this. The Chicago White Sox asking price for Dylan Cease remains awfully insane. Too much. That's what it should read, but it can't read that, I understand. They're seeking prize Yankee outfield prospect Spencer Jones or Chase Hampton in their package. Okay, I would argue, and we'll take a look at this in a minute, that Spencer Jones is maybe more valuable than Dylan Cease. In their package, while asking the Orioles for outfielder Colton Cowser or Heston Kierstad among their prospects. Now, part of me wonders this. Remember what we've been hearing, that the White Sox front office, that Chris Getz is asking for 2 top 100 prospects. And 2 more prospects. If we're building, and we'll take a look at this, a trade package from the Yankees that starts with Spencer Jones and the Orioles that start with Colton Cowser, it's never going to happen. Again, sabotaging any chance at a deal. More from the USA Today. This is from Chris Getz. All it takes is one team to want to jump out, perhaps, and get a deal done, Chris Getz. In the case of Dylan, I don't think there's a club out there that hasn't expressed some level of interest in him. Oh, isn't that great? All it takes is one team to want to jump out and perhaps get a deal done. The problem is, none of them want to do your deal because your deal is a bad deal. Don't make it look like it's on the other team. It's not on the Orioles. It's not on the Dodgers or the Braves or the Red Sox or the Yankees. It's on you. All it takes is you, Chris Getz, to come to your senses and decide that you want to improve the team now and get the best pieces now that you can get. Let's get back to this part. Here, the names. We've heard names from the Reds. I've given you names from the Braves in the past. Now we have some more names from the Yankees and from the Orioles. Let's see here. We'll put this in baseball trade values. It's the best we got, right? The $42.4 million value for Dylan Cease is what we've got. We have a Spencer Jones value that's 44.5. So, and I would agree. However you want to assign the value. You want to say Dylan Cease's value is 50, 60, 70, whatever it is. I would argue that Spencer Jones's value is higher, whatever number you apply to Dylan Cease. Now, one thing that's curious to me, again, we get back to the whole element of 2 top 100 prospects and then 2 more. So if you're building this with Spencer Jones, do you think Bob maybe got it a little lost in translation where it's not an or, it's an and, which would not surprise me. If we have an and Spencer Jones and Chris Hampton, we are way over. We are almost at $60 million in value, almost $20 million in value over, which is what I believe you have to do to get Dylan Cease. I think you have to overpay to the equivalent of $20 million over these levels. And why would you do that right now? Dylan Cease is coming off of a year. Again, hang out on Baseball on Baseball Savant and find out, look for the numbers. Look and see how the horizontal movement on his slider has continually gone down. Look and see about how the run value on that slider was abnormally incredibly great in 2022. But look at 23, look at 21, the years that bookend that. It's normal. I would argue 2022 might be an outlier for Dylan Cease. Chris Getz is hoping that it's going to be the norm, and it might not be. We get back to the Orioles here. If it's just Colton Cowser, we're right about even. We are at 39.4 for Colton Cowser, 42.4 for Dylan Cease. I just realized I might have blocked out the Yankee numbers here. Here is the Yankee situation. 59.5 Spencer Jones and Chase Hampton. Here it is just Spencer Jones, 44.5. Yeah, I was blocking that out. I apologize. So you have bad deals all around. Colton Cowser, again, gets us to a point where we are almost even. We're going to throw Hess and Kierstead in there. There we go again. We are out of control with the offers, with the request that Chris Getz is making on these players, because it doesn't stop with maybe these 2. He wants 2 more after that, which is just self-sabotage. It's not going to happen. With where he's at, with his ask, he's not able to even generate a bidding war for Dylan Cease because he's asking for too damn much. Your best trade partner, the Braves, moved on. It's only a matter of time till the Orioles move on, Yankees move on. Maybe the Yankees already did with their deal for Stroman. That was their we're moving on moment. Dodgers, they got their deal for Glass now. You're not making the team better if you hold on to him. What if he gets hurt? I don't think he's going to pitch like he did in 2023. It's not going to be like that. I think it'll be more like 2021. And if it's not like 2021, then you're in trouble. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Is Dylan Cease getting traded? Is Chris Getz being foolish? White Sox fans, I want the best for you. I want you to win. I want your team to be better. I want you to get a good package. Chris Getz is self-sabotaging this thing. Ballcap Nation, thank you for coming in and watching this video. Make sure to hit that like if you have not yet, and subscribe if you are new and you made it all the way to the end. Thank you guys for coming in. As always, if it's low, let it go, and if it's high, let it fly.